So this is the Mind's Eye magazine. It has been published since 1977. It's a wonderful magazine specializing on Japanese antiques, and this issue focuses on the small images of Buddha. Uh, the small images of Buddha are really popular, like this, and they can be appreciated not necessarily only in the religious context, but as a piece of art. Of course, religion is behind these artworks, but you can also appreciate them as wonderful manifestations of the mastery of human craftsmanship. And you can imagine what effort was behind these wonderful images of Buddha. And there are many stories behind these images. The particular lines of theorizing about the essence of Buddha, and also the very nature of Buddhist philosophy and concepts. And although I do not possess one of these images, I do love to take a look at these images of Buddha. And one particular kind of Buddha image is the so-called Buddha at birth, Tanjobutsu. A legend has it that when Buddha was born, he pointed one hand towards the heaven, one hand to the earth, and said something really special. Tenjo Tenga Yuga Doksun. Heaven in the above, the earth down there, and I am the only one. I am alone here in this universe. That's what he said. What Buddha said when he was born. Of course, he was a genius, and he was really something. And so this image of Buddha, Tanjobutsu, the Buddha at birth, symbolizes that special moment in Buddha's life. Indeed, the special moment in the history of humankind. So these images of Buddha at birth are really popular, and people make a lot of fuss about it. These images. Some of them are museum pieces, so you can see them only in museums. But some people are lucky enough to possess this as a private collection, so they can admire this wonderful image of Buddha at their home. So this is a magazine, and sometimes I contribute an article, and this issue has my article in it. Let's see, where is it? There should be my article somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. This is actually my 85th article in this magazine. This is 85 in Japanese characters. Here, 85. This says 85, and it has pictures of me, and it has picture of me with my old professor at University of Cambridge, Trinity College, Professor Horace Barrow. He's a really nice person, and this is me with Horace Barrow at Trinity College, deeply in conversation. And I think this was a few years ago, and so because they have this picture because I in this issue I compared the love of antiques with gardening. Because in gardening you take care of all things in terms of the soil and vegetation and so on. So nurturing something that has an ancient origin is a common feature for antiques and gardening. So that's why I compared antiques with English gardening in this article. So that's why they have this picture in the magazine. Anyway, so this is Mind's Eye magazine, and it's a really wonderful magazine. It has a lot of interesting advertisements too. Advertisements of Japanese antique shops. Most of them are in Tokyo. Actually, Tokyo is the capital of antiques for Japanese old art world, and actually it also has a very convenient map. This is a Tokyo station, quite central in Tokyo, and these are all the different antique shops, and so they have a map, and you can probably visit these antique shops and buy some antiques. If you're lucky, you might be able to buy some images of Buddha, if you're lucky. So that was the Mind's Eye magazine, June 2020 issue, and I was in this volume. That's all for me. Stay antique, whatever it means.